Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive. So based on the fantastic stuff you shared, it seems you're really into films that, push the limits of reality.
Mm-hmm.
And today we are plunging headfirst into one that truly does bend your mind. We're talking Christopher Nolan's 2010 sci-fi action thriller, Inception.
Ah, yes. What a film.
Right. It's got that amazing cast: DiCaprio, Gordon Levitt, Ellen Page, Tom Hardy, Ken Watanabe, Cillian Murphy, Marion Cotillard, Michael Caine. Just stellar. And it runs about, 148 minutes?
Yeah, and every minute counts. It's really more than just a movie, isn't it? It's an experience.
Definitely.
So our mission today really is to guide you through this incredibly structured world Nolan built, where time, perception, reality, they all just blur together.
Yeah.
We want to pull out the most fascinating bits and figure out why Inception is such a masterclass in storytelling and, ambition.
Absolutely. And at its heart, Inception just throws you right into these layers of dreams within dreams. It's constantly asking you, the listener, okay, what's real here? It's a wild ride.
It really is.
So to really get it, we probably need to start at the beginning. The core concept. What does Cobb actually do?
Right. So it all revolves around Dom Cobb, played by Leonardo DiCaprio. He's introduced as this highly skilled thief. But his game isn't physical theft, like you might think.
Okay.
His specialty is something called extraction. Basically, stealing really valuable secrets directly from someone's subconscious while they're dreaming, pulling information out.
Pulling it out. Okay. And then the film flips that, doesn't it? Cobb gets this even tougher job, this almost impossible task. Inception.
Exactly. Instead of stealing an idea, he has to plant one.
Plant one deep down.
Yeah. The target is Robert Fisher. That's Cillian Murphy's character. And the goal is to build a dream world so convincing, so real-seeming, that Fisher thinks this planted idea is completely his own.
Which sounds impossible.
Pretty much. And it comes with huge personal stakes for Cobb, too. I mean, This rare talent he has, it's cost him everything. His family, his home, and he's got these inner demons, these projections of his past that are always threatening to derail the whole mission.
You really hit on the core challenge there. But what's so fascinating, I think, is how the film uses these mechanics, extraction, inception, to explore these really deep, universal themes.
Definitely. The most obvious one, maybe, is that constant question of dream versus reality. The film just never lets you get comfortable, always challenging you to figure out what's real.
And it gives us that brilliant device to help navigate it. The totems.
Yeah, the totems, yes.
Like Cobb's spinning top. Right. These aren't just, plot points. They feel like Nolan's way of showing our basic human need for grounding, an anchor. Especially now with so much information coming at us.
That's a great point. A totem forces you to check your reality. It's kind of a metaphor for critical thinking, isn't it? Makes you wonder, what are your everyday totems?
Exactly. What anchors you? Beyond that, though, the film is so deeply rooted in guilt and regret. Cobb's whole journey, it feels driven by this profound guilt about his past.
Especially with his wife, Mal. Marion Cotillard plays her, those haunting memories, that projection of her.
Yeah.
It adds this incredible emotional weight. It grounds what could have been just a purely technical sci-fi story.
It absolutely does. It's the engine behind his actions.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's that incredible mechanic of time perception. This is visually just wow.
Oh yeah. The deeper you go into the dream layers, the slower time moves.
Right.
Cool.
And how did Nolan make that feel so real, so understandable, even with multiple layers happening at once?
Well, it's visualized so cleverly, isn't it? Those amazing slow-motion action sequences, like the van falling, contrasted with the faster pace on other levels, and the cross-cutting between time, you feel the time difference.
You really do.
And sort of underlying all that is this tension, this dynamic between control versus chaos. You've got the architect, Ariadne, building these precise worlds.
And meticulously planning them.
Right. But then the dreamer's subconscious fights back. It introduces chaos, projections, unpredictable stuff, like Mal appearing.
Yeah.
And Nolan uses that brilliantly, I think, to explore how fragile our own minds are. Our subconscious isn't passive, it's active, sometimes even hostile. It makes you think about how much of our reality is our design versus, the chaos within.
It's a great point. And these worlds wouldn't feel half as real without the characters in them.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the cast, because they really make these characters pop.
Oh, definitely.
DiCaprio is Cobb. He just carries so much emotional weight. You feel his struggle, his portrayal of this, broken man haunted by guilt. It's raw. It's riveting.
It really is. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Arthur, he's the perfect counterpoint, isn't he? He's so calm, calculating, cool-headed, the planner.
The point man.
Exactly. And he gets that incredible rotating hallway fight scene, just visually stunning, and his execution is so precise.
Then there's Ellen Page as Ariadne. She feels like she's there for us, for the audience.
A surrogate, yeah.
She asks the questions we're thinking. And, crucially, she helps Cobb confront his own issues, his Mal problem. She's kind of the moral compass trying to pull him back.
A really important role. And you can't forget Tom Hardy as Ames, the forger. He brings this charisma, this flair, a bit of much-needed lightness.
Yeah, some humor.
Definitely.
Right.
His chemistry with Arthur, that banter, adds a lot of charm. And then, of course, Marion Cotillard as Mal.
Chilling.
Yeah. Her performance as Cobb's projection of his dead wife, it's disturbing but also kind of elegant and tragic. It adds this chilling depth to Cobb's whole struggle. She haunts every level.
It all comes back to Nolan's vision, though. His direction, the visuals. He's such a craftsman.
He really is. And what's remarkable is how visually arresting the film is, but with surprisingly minimal reliance on CGI, especially for a blockbuster of this scale.
Right, that commitment to practical effects, like that zero-gravity hallway. It's not just for show, is it?
No, I think it grounds the impossible. It makes
Yeah.
it feel tangible, physical, and his use of IMAX cameras, too. It's not just about making it look big. It pulls you into those dreamscapes. You feel the weight, the immersion.
Like that Paris scene, folding over on itself.
Oh, yeah, unforgettable. Or the exploding cafe. That was a great practical effect, too. They're all designed to immerse you completely.
And you absolutely cannot talk about Inception without talking about the sound, the music, Hans Zimmer's score.
Yeah.
It's just iconic.
It really is. It's practically another character in the film.
Yeah.
That main theme, that heavy, brassy piece called Time. It's not just building suspense, although it does that brilliantly. It actually reflects the time distortion, you know, with those slowed down motifs.
That's clutter.
It's completely woven into the narrative's rhythm. It's not just background noise at all.
And that brilliant use of the Edith Piaf song, Non ne regrette rien, as the kick, the time cue.
Yes. Such a perfect, thematically fitting choice. Connects right back to Mal and Regret, too. It's just chef's kiss.
So good. And all these pieces, themes, characters, visuals, sound, they're all held together by the film structure itself, those nested narratives.
The architecture of the film, yeah. That's what makes Inception so unique, I think. Playing with multiple dream levels nested inside each other. Dream within a dream within a dream.
And each layer having different rules, different time speeds, different stakes.
Exactly. It makes it so compelling.
It definitely demands your attention, this kind of layered storytelling. But it rewards rewatching like almost no other film. You catch new things every single time.
Absolutely. Which brings us inevitably to that final scene.
The spinning top.
Cobb spins his top, and then it cuts to black. Just like that.
I'll continue the endless debate. Was he dreaming? Was he awake? It's been argued about since 2010.
And it's perfect, isn't it? That ambiguity perfectly encapsulates the film's whole theme about reality.
It really does. So when we look back at the critical reaction, the strengths are pretty clear, right?
Overwhelmingly positive, yeah. Praised for, the innovative concept executed so well. Strong performances, amazing visuals, and an intelligent script that doesn't talk down to the audience. It trusts you to keep up.
Which is refreshing.
Yeah.
But, okay, were there any weaknesses? Any common critiques?
Minor ones, mostly. Some people felt the emotional story, Cobb's arc, maybe got a bit overshadowed by all the complex mechanics. Especially on a first viewing, perhaps.
I can see that. It's a lot to take in.
And the dialogue, while necessary to explain the rules, can feel a bit, exposition heavy in places, a little dense sometimes.
Sure, laying out the dream rules takes time.
But despite those small points, the film got huge recognition. 4 Oscars, right? Cinematography, sound editing, sound mixing, visual effects.
And nominations for Best Picture, Original Screenplay, Art Direction, Score. I mean, it was a major contender.
Definitely.
So the final verdict, I think we agree. Inception is pretty much a modern masterpiece.
I'd say so. It's sci-fi with real soul. A film that entertains you, challenges you, and honestly, it stays with you long after it's finished.
It really set a new benchmark for intelligent blockbusters. Showed what big-budget movies could aspire to be.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've taken this deep dive into Inception, a film that really did shift things, challenged perceptions, invited us into this layered world.
And as we wrap up, we want to leave you with a little something to think about. If a totem, like Cobb's top, helps you tell reality from a dream, what totem do you rely on in your everyday life? What grounds you amidst all the information, all the different perspectives you encounter daily, something to mull over.